going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to answer a question that I've been getting recently and in the past as well. So pretty much going to let you guys know my experience going from a 328i to a 340i, you know, same chassis and everything. So I just wanted to give you guys my opinion and if I regret my decision or if it was worth it to me.
And then just 1 second for that other one for you.
Cool, thank you. So we got the Starbucks secured. I'm just gonna take a little drive, go to a spot so I can talk to you guys about this topic. All right, so let's talk about it. So in like May 2018, I was finally ready to purchase my own car, as I've always had hand-me-downs from my family in the past. So I'm very thankful for that, but it was time to finally put in my money towards a car that I wanted. And I've always loved BMWs and just how they feel on the road driving. They just feel so good, so balanced, and not only to mention their performance, they're quick and everything. So I definitely wanted a BMW. So I began my search and I found a 328 that checked all my boxes. It was Estoril Blue, which is a pretty rare, pretty cool color. And then that means it was also M Sport, because they only really come in M Sport with Estoril Blue. So yeah, it was fully loaded, super nice car, and it had about 55,000 miles on it. So out of warranty and everything, but you know, I figured I could do most of the work on it myself with the help of my brother and my grandpa, who's a mechanic. So yeah, we pretty much got the car at that point, and it was great. It was an awesome car. It was quick for a little four-banger, and yeah, I went ahead and modified it, had a blast doing that. Went full bolt-on, stage 1 tune. Didn't want to go stage 2 because, as you know, the N20 engine for the 328 and 320i had a common timing chain issue, but that was only for models that were like 2012, 2013 to 2015. So somewhere in those production years, it had a weak timing chain guide that would fail occasionally at higher mileage, and not even higher mileage, just it all depends, I guess. So yeah, that's why I really never wanted to take it further than stage 1 on the car, even though it was full bolt-on, ready for it. But yeah, I probably spent a little too much money going full bolt-on for that car, which I do kind of regret. That car does not make much power. It doesn't have much power potential besides going stage 2. I mean, if you go ethanol fuel blends and stuff, you're really pushing the motor super hard, and I didn't want to do that and risk blowing up the motor from a timing chain guide failure. So it was a few years later, and I've gotten a lot more into like the car and BMW scene, you know, made a lot more friends too, and it was time to get into a car that had more power, as I've been wanting to increase the power of my 328. So by this time, I've seen a lot on the B58 engine and just how much power potential it has. With only 2 mods, that would be a tune and a downpipe, then you can go stage 2 and really turn up the boost and the power. So I really wanted to get into one of those. It was always on the back of my mind that, like, well, I'm gonna be spending a lot more money for the same body car, F chassis. It'll look exactly the same, but just upgraded motor and maybe a few newer gadgets or something, but I don't know. So that was my debate, but I decided to go for it. Started looking around, and I saw the sunset orange color offered on the 340i's. So I really wanted to snag one with that color, that or Estoril Blue again, but I figured going Estoril Blue again would be even more boring for me and probably for you guys as well. So I finally found a sunset orange one. It was pretty clean, like 13K miles, certified pre-owned. And there was another one in the area, but it just looked so dirty online. Like the photos and stuff, it just looked like it was not taken care of properly, even though it was like fully optioned out, and the car I have right now isn't. I was willing to make the sacrifice for that, for a clean, certified pre-owned car. So I went and saw the car in Miami, and I knew I was just gonna get it. I was gonna buy it right there, right then and there. And they did have a few F80 M3s, M4s, and I did look at them, but you know, it was like 2 times the price. And even maintenance and mods on the M3s and M cars are just so much more. Everything's just like 2x in price or more. So I figured I would keep it conservative still with the F30 and just go ahead and get the B58 engine, and that way I can do more content on that and really turn up the boost and the power. And then also for this build, I wanted to do a lot more quality parts. You know, my last car, I didn't really do any carbon fiber on the exterior just because I didn't want to throw too much money into that car, because I knew it wasn't going to last me that long. But with this car, being only 13,000 miles under warranty, you know, I'm gonna put some quality mods on it and the car is gonna last me a long time. So that's why I've made that decision. But another thing I had to sacrifice on this car as opposed to my last car is the packages that it came with. So my 320i was like fully loaded, had like every package on it, whereas this car is missing the technology package, the heating package, the cold weather package, the executive package, and the parking package. So it doesn't have any of the parking sensors or the bigger screen or the heads-up display or heated seats, heating steering wheel, anything like that. So that was like a really tough decision for me to like downgrade in those areas. But in the end, I think it's worth it for sure, because this car is just so much more fun to drive. From the power it delivers and the exhaust note is just like totally worth it. Absolute blast modifying this car, being sunset orange, adding all the carbon fiber on the exterior. Just looks so good, looks so cool and different. Not many people have the sunset orange color, and so that's why I feel like this purchase and move from a 328i to a 340 was worth it for me, and I don't regret it whatsoever. So I still have a lot planned for the car. You know, we're gonna get into a tune at some point. I just want to get some warranty work done and out of the way. It has an issue right now with like the pressure control valve system, the PCV. I think that's what our intuition's leading us to, because every time I'd fill up the car with gas, it would do like this little RPM blurb. If you saw my last video, I explained it in there, but yeah, so we're probably gonna have to get that system replaced. But we'll see. I'll probably do the tune before BMW Invasion, so I can have it on for the rally. It's just gonna make it a lot more fun, and so yeah, we will see. And with this car too, I went ahead and got aftermarket wheels, which I always wanted to do on my last car, but I knew I wasn't gonna keep it that long, so I didn't want to invest the money. But in hindsight, I really could have, because I have the same exact car now. So I could just transfer the wheels over, but I mean, I didn't know at the time that I would be going from an F30 to an F30, so that's why I held off for now, and then ended up working out great. Now I got the color I want, and then I designed the wheels around that, so I think it looks awesome. Yeah, with this car also being a 2018 compared to my other car that's a 2013, this has the updated LCI package, so it has the newer headlights, the LEDs, which look absolutely amazing. No regrets there whatsoever. It has the lane departure assist warning. That's like the only feature that it came with that my 328i didn't have. So that's kind of cool. I do leave that on just in case, you know, it helps sometimes. And then also just the way this car drives, it just drives so much different having the B58 engine, and especially in the individual driving modes like Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. So I'd notice a bigger difference when I'm going to Sport Plus compared to my last car, where it felt like Sport and Sport Plus weren't that much different. Whereas this car, when I put it in Sport Plus, it like wants to rev out to like 4,000 RPMs in first gear and just like wants to just pedal to the metal. So yeah, it's a really fun car to drive. I don't have that timing chain anxiety in the back of my head. With the B58 engine, it's pretty reliable so far from what we've seen. You know, it's a beast of an engine, and it can handle so much power. So I just can't wait to get into modifying that and bring up the power, and of course doing more maintenance with that. So yeah, stay tuned. So let's go ahead and hop in the car and do some driving so I can tell you guys a little bit more about the driving experience with the 340i. All right, so let's go for a drive. This car is way more of a vibe than my last car. See that Sport Plus in first gear just revs so far. just like the sounds on the upshifts, and it just sounds so cool. Stock burbles. Popo. This car is just too much fun to drive. So yeah, even with my 328 being full bolt-on and stage 1 tune, this car is a lot faster, just being stock. So this car is rated like 320 horsepower from the factory, base horsepower, and then the 328i was at like 255 or something like that, or maybe less. I don't even know, but I'll leave the number here. So yeah, with the tune and everything, I was probably at 255 wheel horsepower on the 328i because it was only stage 1. But yeah, it was quick. It was still like a fun car to drive for what it was. But this car is just totally different level. Yeah, just driving this car, I just feel so much more secure, way less anxiety than driving the N20 motor around. Also, with having warranty and stuff, that's pretty nice. I've never had a warranty, so I don't really have to worry there right now. And if anything ever does go wrong, then I mean, it is what it is. You just fix it, move on. So yeah, that's gonna pretty much sum up this video. I just wanted to give you guys my experience and take so far going from a 328 to a 340i. You know, a lot of people may clown that decision. They'd be like, oh, why did you get basically the same car, blah, blah, blah. Why did you get an M car? With all that money you spent on mods, you could have got an M car. Well, not really. I couldn't have modified the M car as much as I could have modified this car in the same time frame. Or I could have, I just would have spent a lot more money, because modifying M cars also costs a lot more to maintain and modify. So yeah, I just want to keep it conservative still with the F30. And with the B58 engine, this car is an absolute beast. So I would definitely consider getting this car if you don't have a BMW yet. If you don't have a 328 and you're in the market, I would say skip that and really save up maybe like another half year, whatever it takes, to go ahead and get the 340 instead. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about going from a 328 to a 340i. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.